have Pastor Steve.
Yes. I'll throw a question out that you can
Sure.
maybe just address to the group. In our group, you talked a little bit about how you talked about a specific verse that's kind of the key to Exodus 15. Can you speak a little bit about that and what that's about?
Sure. You've got such a nice pastor. He throws me this kind of slow-pitch softball, right? Since we already talked about that. Yeah. So within the first 15 chapters, right, of the book, the contest is between two kings, really, right? Pharaoh is called king throughout these sections, chapters in Exodus. The first time God is called king in the Bible is in the Song of the Sea in chapter 15, verse 18. Yahweh Yimlok Le'olam Va'ed. Kind of a famous Hebrew line. The Lord will reign. Yimlok will be king forever and ever. So it's the first time God is called king in the Bible. And what does it look like when God becomes king? People go free. That's what it looks like. People go free. This is the announcement of Jesus, right? For example, in Mark chapter 1, verse 15, he says, repent, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, right? The kingdom of heaven is not a place, right? It's God's action, God's action. What's it look like when God is acting as king through Jesus? Same idea. People go free, free. So it's a wonderful reminder of what God's reign looks like in your life and mine, right? And I can't help but say this since no one's at the podium or the microphone. This being Reformation Sunday, maybe you already know this, but I just find this so captivating and encouraging. But Martin Luther's last name was spelled Luder. But once he had his tower experience, right, that he talks about in his later writings, when he says, when he understood the gospel, that Christ died for him, lived for him, was coming again for him, a free gift, right, by grace through faith, etc. He says that the doors of heaven opened. And then he actually changed his last name to Luther, which is a connection with the Greek word that means free, free. Lutheros is the Greek word. Eleutheros, you can kind of hear Luther in there. Lutherans, we have such a compelling, joyful story, don't we? We are Eleutheros, right? We're free. Because this is what it looks like when God becomes king. Free from everything that binds, enslaves, weighs us down. You're free. That's what Jesus says, right? John 8:36, if the Son sets you free, you're free indeed. So I knew if I talk long enough, we'd get someone else to come forward. Yes. What have you got?
Well, we talked about this Colossians 3:16, mm-hmm. And one of the group observed when you asked how do Paul's words intersect with the song on the other side of the Red Sea, and he reflected that the word of Christ dwelling in you richly was like Christ dwelling with the people crossing through. So do you think, here's the question, do you think that it was Christ who was leading them through the Red Sea?
Oh, yes, I really do. And so does Moses.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as we already looked at those two verses in chapter 14, the angel of God,
right.
Which again, we want to understand the Hebrew there is malach, which in that case means messenger, which is the same messenger that we've talked about earlier in the
burning bush and
yes.
all of that. So
yes.
it's literally more, I guess, pre-incarnate Christ.
Yeah, oh, isn't that a wonderful theological term? The pre-incarnate Christ, you're exactly right.
Okay.
Yes, yes. If you want another term to really impress people, you could use the Greek term logos a sarkos, the word apart from flesh. But incarnation is good. Incarnation is good. It's just a wonderful encouraging idea that Jesus then, 2 times in the book of Hebrews, he's called the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. He's the pioneer. He goes before us, right? Blazing the trail. We're back to Lewis and Clark. Yeah.